Alrighty, what's going on, people? Just taking a little cruise. No real destination. I got the Scenic app open. Doing one that's called Afterwork. I think I actually created this one off of somebody else's, but I don't remember where it originated from. But we're gonna give it a shot. But what I like to discuss, after the great success I had with the top 5 Tarantino movies, I think I'm going to go on to another director who I happen to love, and that's Christopher Nolan. I don't think he's done a bad movie, or at least I haven't seen a movie that of his that was bad. Everything he's done, I think, it's innovative, like nobody else is making movies these days. You know, the ideas. Now, I'm gonna caveat it. I don't know if he writes and directs all these. I know he's either writer and director or just director. But I do just love his movies. Jumping right into number 5, we're gonna go with Insomnia. Now, I believe he only directed this. I don't think he wrote it. I think it came from a book. But basic story is Al Pacino is sent out to Alaska during the It's Always Sunny months, and I don't know how that applies, but well, it applies to the movie, but I don't know how it works in reality. And he's chasing down a serial killer. It's called Insomnia because he can't get any sleep. You know, you draw the blinds, but it's always light out, and it's just really hard for him to fall asleep. So he starts getting delusional and that sort of thing. And the bad guy, who you should know, you'd find out. The movie's old. Fuck you if you haven't seen it yet. It's getting spoiled. The bad guy's Robin Williams, and he plays a really good bad guy, and it's kind of a cat and mouse type game. And overall, it was just an entertaining movie. I remember seeing it. It was one of those, like, I saw it on TNT at some point, and I was like, oh, this is a pretty good movie. And then I ended up watching it. Now it's like one of those go-tos where, you know, it's like the Green Mile. If it's on TV, you gotta watch the Green Mile. So yeah, I'm gonna put that down as a solid number 5. Moving on to number 4, one of his more recent ones, Interstellar. Now, I was very hesitant to see this movie because I think like a couple space movies all came out around the same time. There was Interstellar, there was The Martian, there was Gravity, and now, to be honest, I didn't even remember it was Nolan that did it until, you know, I'm watching the credits, the opening credits, and I'm like, oh shit, it's a Nolan movie. It didn't dawn on me right away. And I loved it. I mean, personally, I like the alien movies, or the space movies where there is aliens. You know, Alien, for example. All the alien movies I always enjoy. There was a movie called Life that came out not that long ago. And that one I really enjoyed. And so I'm more focused on the alien movies as opposed to just being out in space. But this one, again, unique story. It wasn't just, you know, we got the guys and we need to go to space and this is what we're doing. It was unique how it was it was post-apocalyptic world, and Matthew McConaughey was great in it. I thought he was tremendous in the whole movie. But yeah, the story was just really compelling, and it kept you at the edge of your seat. The way time worked was cool, you know what I mean? Like they showed what light years really means. They kind of delved deeper into the light years when they were out there, and they said, well, we got to go to this planet or whatever, and it's so many light years away, and people are old by the time we get back, even though it feels like, you know, a couple hours for you or whatever. There was one scene I remember where they were on some planet looking for something, and you know, every minute they wasted was years and decades off of a solution. And it was just really cool. And you know, the ending was a little bit odd. I don't know if I fully got the ending, and to be honest, I only saw the movie once, so I probably got to watch it again to get really the full effect of it. But I remember I enjoyed it, and I didn't think I was going to enjoy it, considering it was just, we're out in space, and oh no, the spaceship's not working. So yeah, hats off. We're gonna put that bad boy up as number 4. Number 3, and this is probably the most unique movie that has come out in the past 50 years. But Inception was such a unique idea. It was like something you've never seen before, and the way that the dreams worked. And you know, the problem was I saw South Park make fun of it before I actually saw the movie, so it kind of like wounded it for me. But I remember I had this summer job at a road stand, a vegetable stand, and you know, it was slow that day, so I just had my laptop and I ended up watching on my laptop. I'm like, wow, this is a fucking amazing movie. Another one that I think I only seen once, maybe twice. I never watched it with anybody. I never went back and forth with anybody about what they thought was this, what they thought was that. But yeah, overall, I mean, I thought the performances were great. I don't like Cillian Murphy, and I just think it's because he has woman lips. I just don't like his woman lips, even though I think he's good in Peaky Blinders. I thought Leo was good. Joseph Gordon-Levitt, whatever his name is, Levitt Gordon, whatever his name is. I'm not in love with him. I think he's a bit of a little ween. All I can think about him is that like 90s movie 10 Things I Hate About You. I think he was in that, and he was a little ween. So I'm not in love with him. But overall, yeah, it was a good movie. It was well structured. It was, you know, what unique filmmaking is, and not just another sequel to something or a prequel to something. So there you go with number 3. Number 2, and you can't make it one movie. You got to do the whole trilogy, and it's the Dark Knight trilogy, and well deservingly so. Now this is the best superhero movie set that has ever come out. The best, you know, and it's not even close. Like, it's not number 2. Like, if this is 100, number 2 is like less than a 40. I mean, it's so good. It's so good how he brought the realistic life to Batman, where it wasn't just, what are you doing? He brought the realistic life to Batman. It wasn't just your standard, you know, Marvel movie, which at this point they're getting pretty corny for me. Fuck, I didn't know I was getting on the highway. I mean, all the performances were great. Everybody was good. I mean, I wouldn't say they were perfect, but they're damn near close. They're damn near close to perfect. There was not much you could complain about. You know, Heath Ledger's Joker we could talk about for weeks. I thought Bane was good in the third one. I know I mentioned this in another video, so I'm gonna keep it light. But yeah, just overall, it's the way superhero movies should be, and you know, I can't give it higher recommendations. Anybody who's, you know, even if you're not into superhero movies, you can watch it and enjoy it, because it has story, it has structure, it's got good characters, it's got character growth. So yes, Dark Knight trilogy, we're chalking that up as number 2. Before I get to number 1, I just want to speak on a couple other films that people might have wanted to put up. Dunkirk, I thought was good. I thought it got a little boring though for me. Normally his movies don't bore me, but this one, it was a little bit of, I want something else to happen. It was just too much like tense scene after tense scene after tense scene, where I just wanted a little bit more action. And I know he did this specifically to make it, you know, a tense movie and not just make it another, you know, another war movie. And, but yeah, it just got a little slow for me, a little dragged out for me. So I'm sorry, Dunkirk, you didn't make it. What was the other one I wanted to put on? I fucking forgot that one. Oh, another honorable mention, Memento. Again, good movie, solid, unique idea. I mean, he's the most creative guy in Hollywood these days. But yeah, good movie, unique idea. Wasn't just your same old shit. If it was the top 6, this would have been the number 6, because I thought it was just that good. But rounding off the list at number 1, we have to go with The Prestige. Now, The Prestige story is basically Christian Bale and Hugh Jackman are rival magicians, you know, back in the old days. And the way they go back and forth with who's got the better tricks, trying to solve each other's tricks, trying to figure out the methods, the twist at the end. How Hugh Jackman has to, you know, basically pay, you know, I don't know what kind of pounds, pay millions of pounds. He's got to pay a fortune to create this device by Nikola Tesla where he can almost duplicate himself. One plot hole that I found problematic is, why don't you just duplicate yourself once, sell back the fucking machine, and then you got your stand-in. You can do any trick you want. You can always be the Prestige. But both of their performances were great. Michael Caine's in it. He's solid. Nolan usually uses the same people. I mean, a lot of directors do this, but he's usually using the same people. But overall, yeah, number one, we're going to go with The Prestige. And that rounds out the list. So if you enjoyed, please like, subscribe, comment. If you didn't enjoy, please like, subscribe, comment. I'll be sure to get back to you. But thanks for watching, folks. You have yourselves a good one.